In the sands of ancient Nubia, far to the south of Egypt's golden temples, rose a powerful and mysterious kingdom, a realm that defied time and empire alike. This was the Kingdom of Kush, the land of Black Pharaohs, warrior queens, and forgotten pyramids. For centuries, history books spoke mostly of Egypt, of Ramses and Tutankhamun, of the Nile and its wonders. But along that same river, the Kushites built a legacy just as grand and perhaps even more resilient. Long before Kush rose to glory, Nubia was a crossroads of trade and culture. Here, the Nile carved its way through desert cliffs, linking Central Africa with the Mediterranean world. Gold, ivory, incense, and exotic animals flowed north, while Egyptian goods and ideas came south. Around 2000 BC, Egypt's Middle Kingdom extended its reach into Nubia, building forts and colonies along the Nile. But when Egypt's power collapsed centuries later, the people of Nubia did not fade. They adapted, they united, and from the ashes of empire, the Kingdom of Kush was born. First at Kerma, near the third cataract of the Nile. Kerma became one of Africa's first great urban centers, a city of mud brick temples, workshops, and royal tombs the size of small pyramids. Its rulers were rich in gold and in pride. For the first time, the South stood equal to the North. But balance rarely lasts long on the Nile. Around 1500 BC, Pharaoh Thutmose I of Egypt marched south, determined to bring Kush under his rule. The war was brutal. Temples burned, cities fell, and for 500 years, Kush became part of Egypt's empire. Yet even under Egyptian control, the Kushite culture endured. The people adopted hieroglyphs, built temples to Amun, and sent their sons to serve in Egyptian armies. But deep in their hearts, they remained Nubian, proud, dark-skinned, and free-spirited. When Egypt's new kingdom began to crumble, the Kushites saw their chance, and from a new capital at Napata, they reclaimed their destiny. By 800 BC, Kush was once again independent and stronger than ever. Its priests of Amun grew powerful, its kings ambitious, and one of those kings, Meroë, dreamed of something no southern ruler had done before. He would conquer Egypt itself. In a series of bold campaigns, Meroë swept north, city after city falling under his banners. He captured Thebes, Memphis, and even the Nile Delta. And in 728 BC, he stood as pharaoh of both Kush and Egypt, founding Egypt's 25th dynasty, the dynasty of the Black Pharaohs. Under Meroë and his successors, Shabaka, Shebituku, and the mighty Taharka, the Nile Valley was once again united. Temples were restored, art and culture flourished, and the old gods smiled upon a land reborn. Egypt, under African rulers, entered one final golden age. But greatness always invites challenge. From the north, a new empire stirred, Assyria, fierce, relentless, and armed with iron. By 620 BC, the Assyrian kings invaded Egypt, smashing through Kushite defenses. Pharaoh Taharka fought bravely, but the Assyrians were ruthless. City by city, Egypt was lost. The Kushite kings retreated south back to Napata. Though they lost Egypt, they did not lose themselves. Their spirit and their civilization endured. And from that endurance
rose something extraordinary: the age of the Kandankes, powerful warrior queens who ruled with strength and wisdom. Among them was Amanirenas, who faced down the might of Rome itself. When Emperor Augustus sent legions to conquer Nubia in 25 BC, Amanirenas led her armies into battle. Her warriors struck hard, even capturing statues of Augustus and burying them beneath temple floors, a sign of defiance to the empire of the world. Eventually, peace was made, and Rome respected Kush as an equal. For centuries more, the kingdom thrived, trading with the Mediterranean and deep Africa alike. As time passed, Kush's heart shifted once again, this time to the city of Meroë, far to the south. Here the landscape changed: lush savannas, iron-rich soil, and new horizons. Meroë became a city of innovation, its furnaces blazing with iron, its craftsmen forging weapons and tools that spread across Africa. And above its sands rose hundreds of small, steep pyramids, royal tombs unlike any in Egypt. Each one held kings, queens, and nobles, resting beneath the desert stars. Even today, these pyramids stand, sharp against the sky, silent witnesses to an age long forgotten. By the 4th century AD, the glory of Kush began to fade. Trade routes shifted, desert sands encroached, and to the south, a new power, the Kingdom of Axum, rose and overshadowed its ancient rival. When Meroë finally fell, its pyramids were left to the wind and the silence. But its influence in art, language, and spirit carried on through the ages. For too long, the story of Kush was overlooked, hidden beneath Egypt's shadow. But today, archaeologists uncover more each year: temples, statues, and royal tombs that tell a different story. A story of Africa's strength, resilience, and brilliance. The Kingdom of Kush was not a mere echo of Egypt. It was a civilization of its own, proud, creative, and fiercely independent. Its pharaohs ruled empires. Its queens defied conquerors. Its people forged iron, built pyramids, and shaped the destiny of the Nile for nearly 2,000 years. So when we think of ancient greatness, let us remember the forgotten pharaohs of Kush, the true heirs of the Nile. Their pyramids may stand smaller, but their legacy stands tall, eternal beneath the African sun.